There's so many like online mortgage brokers as well, but now there's a lot of online financial advisors where it's like WealthSimple is one of the most popular ones that people typically go to. What's the benefit of someone like you versus WealthSimple?
I would say complement, honestly. Like if you're using it, I like WealthSimple because it's clean. It's clean and it's easy. So when you're looking at it like on the phone, like it's just super, like they're not trying to like beat around the bush. It is exactly what it is. It looks nice. It's kind of like the Apple product of the banking world.
Super simple. Yeah.
Super simple, like very much to the name.
Yeah.
At the same time, the downside I would say is, from the fee side, and some people would say that as a plus. Okay, well, from the investment side, they're not charging you a management fee. They structure it differently on their fee scale. Well, the question that I have is, if I'm not paying for something that typically people pay for, what am I not getting out of that investment there? And that could be the quality of the management for one. The performance could sacrifice there as well, and a question of what they're investing in as well. They could be investing in low-cost ETFs, which basically just track the market. So S&P 500 is a really good example of that. Follows the 500 biggest companies in the United States, which is pretty easy to. I can do that. You can do that. You guys can do that. It's not that difficult. So there's a question of, okay, well, what am I getting out of this? Is there any value? They have mutual fund managed investments that charge a lesser fee, and they also have like the ETF options as well. The ETF options are really easy. It's just like index, you follow the index. The managed portfolios, where they're charging less fee, they do have portfolio managers. They're again not charging as much as the standard bank, for example. So that's their edge, because we're not charging you as much. Comes down to performance too. I've looked at some numbers, and like, not to take away from them, but they haven't been performing as well. And then it comes down to, okay, well, does it make more sense to put your money in a scenario where you're getting higher quality management, they're performing on par, but you're still paying that fee? Is what you're paying good enough? And then what you're paying for as well typically is you get an advisor. You're not getting an advisor with WealthSimple. It's you on your own. So if everything tanks, you can't lean on somebody to say, okay, well, what now? If it's with an advisor, you have that utility.
But yeah, I mean, it's just like discount real estate brokerages, right? You got to give somewhere. Like, I think WealthSimple, when they first started, they were offering, if you spend $100,000 or you invest $100,000, they would give you some sort of black card perks. And then during COVID, that change just no longer existed because interest rates were too low, right? Like, these discount brokerages or investment companies bank on certain elements that are always fluctuating, right? And so whether or not they're around forever, I know hopefully you will be, but
yeah, I hope.
like, that's the thing, right? You invest in these companies that actually don't have a strong platform sometimes.